Hello and welcome to Business Today. I'm Siddharth Zarabi and you're watching our coverage from the World Economic Forum here in Davos. And with me here, Kapil Kumariya, the founder and chairman of Optimax ACES. Thank you very much for joining us here. Kapil, I'm going to ask you a question from the perspective of some criticism that has been levied at Indian states and Indian companies for coming here all the way from India and signing MOUs. You've been working on helping the India story grow here in Davos. You work with lots of states, with private companies. Is there any foundation to such criticism? Because it's, after all, doing business. What is your view on this?
Honestly, Siddharth, this criticism is not required because things which is shown up here, this is a world platform. India growth story, everybody can see. Let me put it in a perspective. I've been coming to Davos for last about a decade. I started coming, when I started my first Davos, it was for my travel company. When I'm founder of a travel company known as Corporate Flyers. You can imagine from Corporate Flyers, when I saw the Indian story here while I was here, I thought about getting on to make a global consulting firm. So this means that what all happens here, it is seen all over the world, and the India shining or India growth story, I think signing of those MOUs and other things happening here is in the right frame.
Okay. Let's talk about the India everywhere presence here in Davos. You see other countries also be present here. The size and scale that India has is perhaps not with any other country.
Yes, true.
In terms of the message that it sends to the global community, what is it?
It really sends that we have a very impactful I should say, message to the world coming to India. I think you did that story of the 100 CEOs, just about yesterday or 2 days back, and it was seen very clearly. And it was mentioned, the investments are coming into US, that is Middle East, and then India. So why will it happen? People see that this is a market, and with the geopolitical situation, I suppose, India is a flavor of the business around the world.
When COVID happened, the entire global tourism, travel and trade got very, very significantly impacted.
True. Yeah.
COVID is well and truly behind us. As far as the tourism outlook for India is concerned, especially inbound tourism, as an expert in this space, what are the trends that you can share with us?
So that's a very good question. I think India has so much to offer. Unfortunately, we still have a little bit of issues on infrastructure. I think the pricing of hotels also have to be really checked on. There's no doubt our hotels are the best in the world. We have an excellent platform where we can start from a nice 3-star up to a luxury hotel. I think a little bit of infrastructure, we have to really put in more effort about it. And I must tell you about a story. When I had a chance to be in one of the events of the Prime Minister in 2014 when he was in US, where the Prime Minister was telling the diaspora that he doesn't need any funding or money from anybody. What he said was that every Indian, if they can send 4 friends to India, the story is made.
He also said something very interesting about weddings.
Yes, you're right.
Instead of outside India, in India.
No doubt about it.
Has the trend changed?
Possibly, yes. I must tell you, that's the story now. There are a lot of weddings happening. You can imagine the weddings happening at Jim Corbett Park. Leave aside the palace hotels which we have around India, and we have excellent beaches and all. So I think that trend has the message of the Prime Minister has been taken very well. But our community were going out of India to do weddings. Now I've seen the weddings happening in India. Numbers have gone up.
You said you've been coming here for 10 years, and over 10 years you must have seen the evolution of the India brand story here.
No doubt about it.
You work with several state governments and companies. What do you think is the 1 or 2 things that you would want them to be changed here with regard to trying to sell and impress upon the world the India story even better?
Siddharth, I think it should be the deliverables. What they promise, it should come. And I think it is happening, because that's the reason we are seeing the growth of on this promenade, where On the promenade, when we stand here, you can see the presence of India. You talk about the corporates, Wipro, Infosys, TCS, Cognizant. So you don't see such corporates from any other country. If you really, there are few LinkedIn's, and we do have. So I think deliverables. If the deliverables are there, possibly this promenade will be less for us. Okay. We might have to go across till Gloucester.
Okay. Viewers, I hope you understand that the promenade is basically one high street with shops on both sides.
Yeah.
It gets converted and taken over and created into the World Economic Forum story here at Davos.
Yes.
Everywhere. There is also talk that the World Economic Forum, a massive event will take place in India. How significant will that be?
Huge. I think what I can see is that will be really impactful in the world. And I think India is ready to do such an event. I remember I was just 2 months back in AP where the CIA had a partnership summit, and Honorable Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, and Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu Garu. So we were sitting in a hangar. Huge, well done program. So Mr. Goyal said, let me tell you, the CM, what he says he does. And I hope one day he makes a world-class convention center in Vizag. And he stood up and said, already the work has started, on the top, on a sort of a hilltop with have a sea in the front. So I think our states are ready to bring in a Davos and a bigger one to India.
All right, and I know you will get involved in that as well. Kapil Kumariya, thank you very much for your time with us. We'll come back with more. Until then, goodbye.